Okay, so today you're going to make your sketchbook cover, and when you make a book, in order to make it look like a real book, there are very deliberate steps you have to follow, and you have to be careful. Okay, so you start with your cover. This is an example of a cover. I'm going to make one as just a blank white one because I don't want to steal anybody's cover and do it for them. But this is an example of what your cover might look like. So you're going to obviously make sure that you get the picture on the cover, and then you'll wrap the white edges around the back side. Okay? So I'm going to do mine with white. And here's how you do it. You take your sketchbook cover, take some rubber cement, you paint the rubber cement onto the cardboard, okay? If you want to make sure that the holes are on the correct side, it can actually be a problem if you do it on the wrong side. So you want your holes on the left. This is the way your book will open. All right, so make sure you're doing that right. Obviously for mine, since it's a blank white piece of paper, that's not a mistake that I can make. So you're going to take the rubber cement and you're going to paint the entire surface of the cardboard, even by the holes. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So sorry, this is going to take a minute. I'm going to try to go fast. Everything that I'm doing, you don't have to go as fast as I am. I'm just doing it this fast to try and make the video not be like 40 minutes long. Okay, if you do not get the rubber cement all the way to the edges, your paper will not stick down all the way, and it just won't look as good. So if you really want to make it look nice, you've got to make sure you get that rubber cement all the way to the edges and covering every ounce of the cardboard on that side. Okay, after you have that, you're going to take the paper, put it down. Take your cardboard, lay it down on the paper. Get it centered as best as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the closer it is to perfect, the better. If you stick it down and it's a little bit off, you can still maneuver it a little bit. Okay, but once you get it there like that, then you're ready to do the next step. Okay? The next step is folding the sides down. Then you do this, Luciano, by cutting the corners off the paper almost to the tip of the cardboard. Okay, but you leave a little tiny bit more. If you cut it right to the tip, it ends up having the corners showing a little bit. If you leave a little tiny bit over, then when I fold them, these two things come together nicely, and they will wrap around and make it look like a real book. Okay? All right. So you do that on all four corners. Sorry. Okay. Once you've cut off the corners, then you're going to rubber cement down the sides, just like you did the other part. You don't need to rubber cement the whole thing, just the part where it's going to be attaching. I'm going to go ahead and do all four sides before I fold them down. Try and only go as far in with the glue as the paper goes. I'm just kind of looking to see how much I need to go in based on the paper that I see exposed. Okay. All right. I'm going to see if it sticks. Sometimes it's better to let it dry, okay, before you go ahead and stick it down. Because once it dries, it gets tacky and rubbery, and then the paper will stay. I'm going to go ahead and see what happens when I try to put it down early. If it works, I'm just going to do it like this. You want to pull it real tight. This is the part where kids make their first mistake. Actually, second, because a lot of times they'll cut it wrong and it won't. So this is the second mistake people make. They don't pull this tight. And yes, it is working, so I'm going to go ahead and do them. You've got to pull it down. If you don't pull it tight, you end up with a gap up here, and it looks all sloppy, and it doesn't look good. You've got to pull it down tightly. When people make professional books, a machine does this. So you bet it's pulled tight, right? Because a machine doesn't mess up in that regard. So you got to make sure you're just giving it a snug tug and then sticking it down. And then I'm pulling with my fingers just to make sure that it's stuck on every single surface of the paper. All right. All right, and then when you're done, you have this left over in the middle, which doesn't look so good, right? But we're going to take care of that. And these should all be connected. If you've got gaps here, then you cut a little bit too much. That's why you don't cut it all the way to the corner. If you cut it all the way to the corner, when you fold these two pieces, they're not going to meet up. and then you have a little piece of cardboard showing. All right, I can probably show you an example of that. All right, then you're gonna take a pencil and you've got to find the holes. Don't ask me to find the holes for you. Hold it up to the light, look, it's not that hard. If you can't see even through the light, because with your drawing, it blocks it sometimes, feel it. If you squeeze it, you can feel where the holes are. From the front to the back, you're gonna poke through these holes with a pencil. Okay, you poke and twist. And you do this all the way down for every single hole. If you poke from the front to the back, the ugly part where it's tearing the paper will never show because it's on the back side. When you put the book together, it's hidden. If you poke from the back to the front, the torn part's gonna be in the front and it's gonna show. So it's very important that you poke. That's another way students mess up. It's very important that you poke from the front to the back, okay? So you do this all the way down. Once you're done, and again, poke and twist. And since you put the rubber cement on that part, when you poke and twist, it pushes the paper into the hole and it'll stay nice and tight. Mechanical pencils don't work very well for this. Definitely works better with a wooden pencil. So if you need to borrow one, just let me know or let the pencil person know. Okay, once you've got those all poked out, the last step is to put a piece of paper right here. And see, I should have been prepared. I will have pieces of paper. Remember, I took one off that pile, so I can add one. I will have papers prepared and cut to the size of this. I was a little over-ambitious when I started, and I wasn't ready for this part. Okay, so I'm going to give you a piece of paper like this, and you're going to use it to cover up the part that doesn't look so good. So you're going to do it in the same way. You will not have to cut those yourself. I will have those pre-cut for you. You're going to rubber cement this on as well. Okay. Don't be afraid of putting too much rubber cement. I think it would be worse to have not enough. But just make sure you cover all the area where the paper is going to stick down. Otherwise, the edges will curl up on you. All right, then you stick down the paper. Make sure that you center it again. Put it into place, and then you've got the ugly part covered up, and now this is 100% done. Okay, yours will have a nice picture on it. Mine is just plain white. This is how you're going to do the back. The back cover, you're just going to do plain white. And then you can draw on it or put whatever on it that you'd like to put on there. But this will be how you do the back cover. And then the next step, you get your stack of paper. Once you have both covers done, this one isn't done, but we're going to pretend for a moment that it is. Obviously, you put the papers here, put the other board on the back side, stack it all up. Once you hold it up to the light, you should be able to see light going through those holes. Once you see light going through those holes, you start spinning the spiral all the way up through the entire book until you're done. Okay, that's pretty much it. That part takes some persistence, spinning the spiral in, but it's not hard. Getting it started, I can help you out, but the rest I expect you to do. If you are having trouble getting it started, just let me know. Okay, any questions? All right, thank you.